guys hear me? I don't know if this is working or not.
A little quiet.
I feel like it's not working. Yeah. All right, so we forced 24 turnovers. First half, I thought our offense, it happens, you miss shots, it happened against Oregon. But I was really unhappy with our energy when the shots don't go in. We got to rebound the ball, and then we got to, our leaders, in particular our guards, can't look like they lost their dog when their shot don't go. You got to go play harder, which is what Dylan and Dave do. So before you ask, that's why they started the second half. So, and you saw what happened. So, you can't worry about whether your shot goes in. Okay, two guys, those two guys were 0 for 8 from 3. I don't care. Could care less. Could care less. 4 years in, around here, you worry about playing hard, having a great attitude, being physical, go rebound the ball. I think we had 9 offensive in the second half. So we missed 21 shots and we got 9 rebounds in the second half. So almost half our misses. So those are things you can control. We took a lot of good shots that didn't go in the first half. You can't control that. You control your attitude, your effort, your energy. You got to be mature enough to know you ain't gonna make shots all the time. Let's go rebound the ball. So, but high base got to get more than 2 rebounds.
That was emotional in the pregame ceremony, and I know Tyger was Jalen's roommate. Do you think that might have had an impact?
No. I think the pregame ceremony was awesome. I don't believe in any excuses for performance. But I think the pregame ceremony was unfortunate that we had it. It's still hard for all of us to process. Really, really hard. But we're all going to celebration of life for him tomorrow as a team. So probably the first time to be more tangible and real, just because of the way everything's happening.
Correct me if I'm wrong, did you start the game with a tie?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had taken one off during a
No
game?
idea.
Did that happen at halftime?
Yes.
In the
Wasn't
locker room?
happy. You have to. No one player is more important than your culture. Whether it's at your business, on your team, your culture, your standard is your standard. I wasn't happy with us worrying about the wrong things. Worry about the right things happen. 20 years I've been head coach. Worry about the right things happen. Worry about the wrong things, you get fired. Because then people say comments like, boy, he can't coach, they get all this talent, but they don't win. Yeah, because they worry about offense, scoring, shooting, instead of execution, toughness, defense, rebounding. So, somewhere along the line, I lost my time. I still
Mick, you said how they need to get more than 2 rebounds. How important is it just?
Oh, no, well, welcome. To heck, brings you to town.
Yeah, dude, a little this, a little that.
I hear you.
You said,
Yeah, he's got to get way more than 2 rebounds.
What role, does he play for this team? How important is his energy?
Well, he's become an elite scorer in college basketball. You see that. Like today, my goal is to get a bunch of guys minutes. So some of my act is staged, premeditated. But when we need a bucket, it's pretty simple where you go. I mean, very few guys in college basketball can score without the offense. They can just go give them the ball and they just go get it. That's the thing usually you only see in the pros. You see that on TNT, not on ESPN. So, but he can do it. He can score over his man, around his man. But we're a small team the way we play. So he and Jalen Clark for us have to rebound. But I mean, you can see how he was a role player, a hustle guy, and he's evolved. When you stay in school and you have a great attitude and you put the work in, you can evolve as a player. You see his evolution. He really scored.
And what was your message to Tyger I mean, through the struggles, there on this team?
That we're worried about the wrong things. When look, Tyger's the best. I got no chance building this program without him. He's not as tall as we listed him. I don't know if he can grab the rail. He's done nothing but win here, and he's the ultimate competitor. But at times, I want him to be more vocal, and he's got to be an extension of me. So that's the same message to Amari. They need to be an extension. And he's older, so I could care less about his shooting. I care about his ball pressure, his body language, his talking to his teammates, where Dave Singleton excels at all. So does Dylan Ritter. So you saw how we started the second half. But, hard for me to not admit that you're playing Denver and your next two games are Maryland and Kentucky. Maybe what Ben said, honoring Jalen. When you've started for 4 years, all the games, and done, maybe you're not as ready for today. But I just want him to be an All-American, so I want him to play great. But I got to protect my culture. So you got to be an extension of me with your toughness and your fire and your competitiveness, or you don't get to play. You definitely don't get to start.
Coach, can you just talk about Will McClendon?
Yeah, it was great. I'm so happy to have him out there. He passed up a shot I didn't like. I ran a whole play for him. What he did, he got 10 minutes. So, that's his first real minutes in a long, long time. Since they won the state at Bishop Warren's junior year in a real game. So he hates that knee brace. He doesn't need it. Doctors like him and Mac wearing it for a couple weeks to a certain period of time before they let him shed it. But he hates it because speed and quickness isn't gone. But it was great to have him out there. I'm a big fan of Will. He defends. He's everything that I just talked about. He believes in playing hard, all the right things, But guy's got great parents, one of the best high school coaches that in the country in Grant Rice. Can't beat me in golf, but he's a great coach. So it's just I believe in Will. Really happy. Can't imagine how happy he is right now. Maybe you imagine you don't play for 2 years. It's crazy.
Jalen Clark was kind of back to his pre-flu form tonight with 4 steals.
Yep. No, he's a good player. He only made one bad play. I got upset late in the first half. I said, no more fouls, no more trapping. He fouled immediately, and Amari Bailey kept trapping. It might have been why the tie came off at halftime. Not sure.
Any more questions, guys?
Does that tie go to the Hall of Fame since it's?
I honestly don't know what he could get ripped out. I don't know where it ended up. I got a few of them, so we're okay. More concerned with you and I, which kind of peanut we're going to have later on. Text me. All right, guys.